Hello, it's me, Greenfield. We're back. It's been a minute. Let's continue off where we left off. That- That's redundant. Anyway, let's continue. Mixed use lubricant. The same lubricating qualities at half the cost. I apologize, but what were you thinking when you wrote this? When I was thinking that with my new glyph. We can make compounds in ways that even the great houses can't. And you tried it out and you tried it out and found that it does indeed save on costs? No, no, not just yet. I imagine that it was where you came in naturally. So you're leaving me to see if this is possible or not. Naturally, after having after having already promised it. Sounds like somebody should be getting to work. No, naturally. Okay, this is a new puzzle. So, we're making mixed use lubricant and elemental copper from rust and elemental water. Let's pull the transmutation chart. Okay, so we just need to separate the iron. Good. We reject the one iron with the tin, and then we remove the other iron with the copper, put into copper. And then, yeah, okay, that's actually a very clean ratio. So, to this is one of each. Okay. I should probably not be singing and ruining the music. Okay. So that's that part done. I'm actually going to try and do this with s- low cost this time. And actually, how about I do that? I need to mirror this. Unfortunately, we don't have Final 7 and close the user would make that easier. Let me check something real quick. No, okay. That's... There you go. Here we go. Alright, that took so long. No, not too bad of a solve. Yay. It looks like I'm I did it. I did it pretty cheaply though. Okay, I completed the lubricant. Ah, you frightened me just now. You didn't hear me come in? Not at all. I suppose I lost my way. I was lost in my thoughts as usual. That and the workshop door no longer squeals like a broken airship engine. Did it used to do that? Somehow I never quite noticed. Well, I certainly did. So, and I took it upon myself to test some of the new lubricants. That's good news. But we can't have you sneaking up on me like this. Perhaps you should announce yourself with a stamp of your feet, or 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 a clearing of your throat from now on. I'd rather remove the lubricant. I'd rather remove the lubricant and let the hinges squeak again. Fine with me. Metal tincture. It's so-called tincture. This is really what you want me to make? You're questioning my designs? I suppose you could say I am. Excuse me. I know what you're thinking. Why would you drink a quicksilver compound? Is quicksilver safe to ingest? And so on. I expect you read my mind. Indeed. And in response, I would say that the healing properties of quicksilver have never been truly exploited. The healing properties of quicksilver. You don't think a credulous noble or two would pay a fortune for such miracles? I suppose they would. So a tincture is actually a real thing. And that is an actual word. And it is used in metal fillings, but the only one that I know of is from Styropyro, and that one, well, let's just say combusted in the beaker. So I'm not too enthralled by this proposition. Let's see. Oh, okay. So this might look to you like, oh, you just purified the copper, and you'd be done with your life. No. The optimum thing to do is to reject this copper all the way down to lead. And then remember that survival transfer work from last episode? Okay, you do that again, except you were starting with copper. So you have to turn the copper into lead and then put it in here. So let's first just have a sacrificial copper demoted into oblivion, and then we'll just push its remains off into wherever. And thankfully, because we have the halt instruction, this is going to be really easy. Let me send a track. I'm gonna have you pause for a long time while I demote this. Okay, no, it's them. And then I'm gonna have you halt. Oh wait, no, I need you to drop first, then you halt. That's totally cool. That's such a cool. Actually, let's have. So I think my plan of attack is... So, how do I make that less bad? Or less expensive, I should say. I guess like that. Oh wait, oh I'm dumb. We don't have projection. Oops. I feel silly. Okay. No, that's way simpler, unfortunately. We have to unfortunately purify copper and lose a lot of metals. Yeah, that's basically what we have to do. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Metallic tincture. Yeah, I guess I should. It's only one thing, Savario. You really intend to sell this? I did say I intended to raise capital to support my efforts. I'll admit, I was hoping the work would be of a more reputable kind. Don't be so fixed in your thinking. For many, the mere suggestion of healing property is enough to satisfy their desires. And it doesn't bother you that these properties may not exist? If the great houses have any sense, they'd be funding my research directly. For now, however, I'm forced to use more indirect methods. Whatever it takes then. Everything will change once I present my research. You'll see. Galena separation. Now that I'm working with these tools, I keep thinking back to one of my previous jobs. Oh? Something concerning the metals, I assume? Yes. It involved processing galena ore, which can be quite complicated as you no doubt know, and which could be greatly simplified with my new glyphs, yes? Once a guess. You've guessed where I'm going. Interesting. Indeed. The efficient refinement of galena might not win one professorship, but it would certainly be of interest to a great house. Would you go after one of them as a client? Potential reward is far too great to ignore. But let's first see if it is possible. Galena to elemental tin and elemental salt. So you must demote the silver 1, 2, 3 times to promote 3 lead. So this is also from the campaign, I hope. Or yeah, from the modern campaign. Now I assume that this is not a thing. I can only okay. Just making sure that's gonna be for later. rejection. Um, I dare say my former colleagues would have been quite impressed. With all due respect to your former colleagues, I am much more excited. I am much more excited at the prospect of the Great House's attention. A fair point. With the fees earned from this new process, I expect you should be able to pursue research freely for the rest of your days. Well then, it's been a pleasure to work with you. What do you... What are you talking about, Pierre? Hmm? Now that I've demonstrated and proven this process, I thought my work here would come to a close. No, no. I want to present my findings, but I have no intention of stopping here. The possibilities are much greater than this. We have nearly taken the first step on the road to something far greater. Task. The glyph of rejection is only the beginning. I'm certain there are more novel ways to debase the metals. Indeed, when placed under great duress, we might even see them rent asunder. Savario. Hmm? I'm in the middle of writing my talk, so make it quick. It is perhaps an odd question, but do you hate the metals? I have no idea what you mean. The way you talk about working with metals is curious, as though you had some history with them. Don't be ridiculous. Metals are inanimate forms of matter. They don't feel pain or anything else. True enough. Now, leave me alone. I need to finish this presentation by tomorrow. What? I'm sorry, what? What? I guess that's why the wheel at the bottom has disappeared. Because they're doing that. What? I didn't know the game could do that. Alright, I think this is the wrapping up point. In the next episode, I'll go through chapter 2. Um, I guess, yeah. Toodles.